Hey, welcome to the 8-Week Body Blitz. I'm Jason Glossman. I'm excited today to be talking to you about how to become an athlete of the mind using the program that I've delivered using a plethora of psychological modalities over the last decade in a really simplistic and easy way to help us overcome any self-sabotaging habits or limiting beliefs or deal with any fears or toxic habits that are holding us back from achieving the results that we desire in life. And it's interesting because in this industry, and people want to lose weight, and we focus on nutrition. And I guess the thing is that if you're out of shape physically because you haven't been exercising, how do we know? We can see it. We can see it in the mirror. It's obvious. We can see that. We know that. When we're low in energy and we feel like crap and feel terrible from eating crap food and terrible and processed foods, we can tell. We feel that. It's very real to us. But my question to you is, how would you know if you're mentally or psychologically out of shape? I don't mean have mental issues. I just mean that, are you really exercising your mind at its full potential? Are you utilizing it? It's quite funny. People quite often joke about how, that apparently we use 10% of the potentiality of our brains. People even joke, oh yeah, I only use 10% of my true potential of my brain. It's quite funny. So I want to expose today 4 key elements with how you can become an athlete of the mind. And if you do have any limiting beliefs or incongruent values or toxic habits or any fears or doubts, we're going to expose them, and then I'm going to show you exactly how to deal with them using the Mental Vitamins program. There's a whole heap of different videos that hopefully you've either already watched or are about to watch. And I know this is in depth, and sometimes we don't want to know. We don't want to, unravel things that aren't going the way that we like. We don't want to know about our weaknesses and so forth. But I guarantee, if you are listening to me now and you've invested in the 8-Week Body Blitz program, then you have done so because you want to make a change. And you know that if you keep doing what you have been doing up until now, you're not going to get the results you want. Everything starts at the form of a thought. You can have somebody that has incredible nutrition. You can have somebody that sticks to their fitness and their training regime, but if they have self-sabotaging habits, or if there's psychological elements that are incongruent, their values aren't in alignment, or they have limiting beliefs or fears or doubts, then you're not going to achieve the results you want. So we do start this program by helping you become aware of exactly what's happening in your mind so we can create a firm foundation. And if that's okay with you, we're going to move forward, and I'm going to show you exactly how we can do that. And again, I invite you to do this and stick this 100%. And if you do, I guarantee you're going to have an incredible journey over the next 8 weeks. Again, this is the only program like this on the planet that really goes in depth about the psychology. We have applied a lot of neuro-linguistic programming into this program, but I've really simplified it and make it really easy for you. The first things first is what determines what we do in our actions. What really determines that? It's our why. My question to you is, why is it so important for you to do this 8-Week Body Blitz program? When you go through your goals and action plan and creating your 6-month plan, and specifically your next 8 weeks plan, if you haven't done that yet, you will be doing that very soon. It's all good to know what you want to achieve, but if the why isn't strong enough, if that's not there, then you're not going to be motivated. I believe we all have a flame within us, and that flame, for many people, is a small, tiny flame. And for some of us, it's an enraged, massive flame. And that flame is what causes us to take action. That is the action. But the fuel for that fire is the why. And the more intense your why, the more clear you are on why, the more you focus on that daily why, the more fuel you'll add for the fire, which will lead you to taking the necessary action to create the momentum required for you to achieve the results that you desire within this 8-week program. My focus is results. My gift to you is to give you what you want. And in order for you to achieve that, you must follow this program in its entirety. If you don't, and you make excuses and let the little voice inside your head win, then you're not going to get the results. You're here because you want to make some changes. Let's go through this, and let's understand why. So, what is the reason why it's so important for you, and why is this a 10 out of 10? And making this a 10 out of 10 for you to achieve your lifestyle and body transformation goals doesn't mean it's more important than anything else. And it's not a comparison to anything else. It just means that you're prepared to give it everything you've got. Why is this so important? And so what you're going to do is you're going to start with filling in, just writing in this spreadsheet here, exactly why it is so important to you. Okay, so I'm going to write, it's really important for me to achieve this because I want to be able to share healthy values with my children and my family and spend more quality time with them. I want to be able to extend my lifespan by 10 or 15 or 20 years and to walk my children down the aisle and see my grandchildren grow up. It's important to me because I want to create more happiness and fulfillment in my life. I want more energy. I want to feel more vitalized. I want to be able to spend more quality time with my family and travel. What is the deep reason that you're doing this? And it must be powerful and it must resonate with you. And my question to you is, if I ask you on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the most important, how important is it to you? If it's not yet a 10, my question to you is, what do we need to do to make it a 10? Because only when you make that a 10 will you take the necessary action that's required. Now, the distance between now and your outcome that you desire is action. It's all about taking action. Okay, so let's move forward. Once you have your powerful why, you're going to think about that and focus on that every single day. That's going to be the driving force that motivates you to get up out of bed and stick to this program in its entirety. I know it's in depth and I know there's a lot in this program, but I really wanted to offer a really comprehensive program that guarantees results. If you stick to this in entirety and you go through this entire program, I guarantee you will change your life for the better forever. First, let's talk about beliefs. The power of beliefs. Everything you have in your life right now is in direct relationship to your belief systems. Okay? The interesting thing about beliefs is, are they right or wrong? Not necessarily. Once upon a time, you believed in Santa. Santa Claus is real. But we know that Santa doesn't exist. Well, does he? But nobody could tell you that Santa didn't exist back then. Just like once upon a time, it was the natural belief that the earth was flat. Once upon a time, we believed that the sun revolved around the earth. Once upon a time, you believed beliefs that now you look back and go, what the heck was I thinking? Imagine what you'll believe in a year about your beliefs now. So beliefs aren't right or wrong or good or bad. They're just beliefs that serve us. So what we're going to do is we're going to discover what are the beliefs that you have around your own health and fitness and nutrition. We're going to become aware of those. Okay, and the way we're going to do that is we're going to talk a little bit about the critical period first of all. And all the critical period is it just means that before the age of 8, majority of our belief systems are formed at the unconscious level. Our brainwave levels spend most of their time in theta, which means we're highly suggestible. We ask our parents, is Santa real? Yes, we believe it. We ask our parents, is God real? Yes, we believe it. We ask our parents, are there really aliens? Yes, we believe it or no. So we're really suggestible at that age, and that sticks with us forever. Exposing and becoming aware of your beliefs that were formed in your household growing up, those awarenesses alone are going to create psychological and mental shifts for you, and aha moments and epiphanies for you, without even doing any kind of work at all. So what you're going to do here is I'm going to invite you to write in here, what were the top 5 critical beliefs in growing up in your household? So what were the top 5 beliefs in your household growing up? You know, things like money didn't grow on trees, or you had to eat your greens, or what were the belief systems? You have to eat your crust because it put hairs on your chest, or what were the belief systems when you're growing up in your household? And you're going to put those in there. Take some time. It might take you some time to work out what those are. What were the belief systems about health and fitness and nutrition? Did you all used to eat dinner together at the table because, that was the belief system of the household? Was the belief that if you ate all your dinner, you would get dessert? Was it the belief that waste not, want not, that you have to eat everything on your plate? Was it a belief system that did you hear your parents say things like, well, there's somebody starving in Africa? Or what were those belief systems in your household growing up? Really think about that. Then what you're going to do is you're going to write in here your top 5 current limiting beliefs. So what were the beliefs you had up until now that were holding you back from achieving the results that you want? Do you believe you're not worth it? Do you believe you don't have what it takes? Do you believe you're not disciplined? Because whatever you believe you are, your actions, your thoughts, your emotions, your speech will be in alignment with those. Up until now, what are the top 5 current limiting beliefs that have been holding you back? I believe that I can't eat healthy, or what are the beliefs about you, what you can and cannot do? And what are 5 new beliefs that you believe that if you have those beliefs will guarantee your success? I believe that I am worth it. I believe that I can eat healthy. What are the beliefs that you need to have that if you have those beliefs will guarantee your results? And spend some time on that, but it's important that you understand and become clear on that. And for some people, it will be easier than others. But spend a bit of time on that, expose those. Remember, there's no right or wrong. Whatever you put in there, whatever you believe to be true is true. Whatever you believe to be not true to you is not true. Whether you think you can or you cannot, either way you're right to you. Just because we believe something doesn't make it true. Just because we disbelieve something doesn't make it not true. It only does to us. Next, we talk about values. Okay, so if we have values, the thing about values is we're going to put in here our top 5 current values in order. So we might go, well, my number 1 value is family, which is a big one. Yeah. Next is obviously I need to look after and put food on the table, so maybe it's finances. And then my third value is health, or maybe even your fourth. Maybe you value time more. If your value system in hierarchical dominant order has health down on 4th or 5th level, do you think your actions are going to be in alignment with prioritizing your own health? Let me ask you a question. Have you ever been on a plane? If you haven't been on a plane, I just want you to imagine this. You're on a plane and it's about to take off, and the cabin crew talk about the safety precautions and measures. What is the first thing that they suggest you do if the oxygen mask drops? If the oxygen mask drops, the first thing they tell you to do is put your own oxygen mask on first, so that way then you can put your child's on or the person next to you. Because if you go to help somebody else and you don't make it, then you both die. In order to help others, we must help ourselves. And this is especially true for mothers that are listening. If you're a mum, fathers as well, that in order for you to give the most that you can to your family, because they're going to get the values and beliefs from you, it's really important that you make time for yourself, that you're happy. If you're not happy, we cannot give happiness to our family and our friends. If you're not healthy, we cannot give that gift to others. If we don't have the beliefs and values of living a healthy, abundant lifestyle in general, not just looking good, but healthy, eating healthy, being active, working as a team, as a family, then we cannot give that. So what are your top 5 current values in order? Then you're going to put the top 5 values that you believe are the order they need to be in for you to be successful. And again, we're going to do your critical period values. So what were the values in your household growing up? Was it family? Was it money? Did you have was your household a poor household? Was there lots of money? You know, what were the values in your household? Was it little things like you valued once a week, you know, going out just with you and your father or your mother getting ice cream? What were the values? Was it around time? Was it around money? Was it around nutrition? Was it around health? Was it around fitness? Did you have takeaway once a week and it was a Saturday night thing? Was it around alcohol? Were your parents drinkers? Were your parents smokers? This will have a massive, massive impact on it. Next, we have our habits. Okay, and we talk about the 4 powers and things you can control in mental vitamins in other videos. So what are the 5 habits that you've had up until now that were holding you back from getting results? Is it that you don't eat breakfast? Is it that you've been snacking at night? Is it that you procrastinate? What are these habits? What are the top 5 habits up until now were holding you back? What are the 5 new habits that you're going to start now, that you're committed to doing and starting now? You're going to put them in there. And what are the 5 actions you're going to take to make them happen? Next, we have fears. And some people might be thinking, well, I don't have fears. Well, maybe even if you don't believe you have fears, maybe there's certain doubts in your mind or concerns that if you look a certain way, you're going to attract more attention from guys, or, you know, maybe, you know, there's something similar. Maybe you haven't had a negative experience in your past or growing up, which I won't mention specifics, but if you had an experience that impacts this, it's really important that you become aware of this. Remember, nobody else sees this. Open and honest with yourself, get it all out on the table and deal with these things. That's what this is an opportunity for you to do. So what were 5 fears or doubts that were holding you back from now? You're going to put these in here. What are the 5 new positive thoughts to start? The way to overcoming and dealing with fears is to focus on and be grateful for what you do have. Be grateful for it. The fear of loss of a loved one. Be grateful for the love that you have with them. What are you grateful for in your life right now? Who loves you and who do you love? These are the things. What are the 5 new positive thoughts? And it's not just about being positive. It's about aligning your psychology for success. And you might be thinking, this is great, Jason, but I'm not going to do this. This is too in-depth. I don't want to go there. I'm just going to do the meal plans and the fitness plans. I tell you what, that's great, and you might get good results for the next 8 weeks, but after that, what's going to happen? If you're listening to me now and you've tried different diets and meal plans and pills and supplements and programs, and you're listening to me now and you want a change, that means whatever you've done in the past has not worked long term. This is the reason why, not your nutrition or your fitness. You must stick to this, and please do this. And if you have any questions or unsure, contact me personally, Jason Grossman, in the VIP group. Add me on Facebook. I'm always here. We're all here for you. And what are the 5 top actions that you'll take now, okay, to overcome those? If you're scared of heights, guess what I'm going to suggest you do? Jump out of a plane. But the cool thing is you don't jump out on your own. You do it tandem. You jump out with someone that's done it so many times that they'll go with you and they'll land for you and make it easier for you. Next, we're going to talk about 5 affirmations. So you have a nutrition meal plan that you do daily, and you have a fitness plan that you do daily. You're going to have your affirmations, your psychological elements you're going to do every single day. And you're going to do this exercise every single day. There's 5 affirmations, and all affirmations are things that we, for example, growing up, we learned the timetables. How did we learn the timetables? Through repetition. Okay, now, if I ask you the question, what's 3 times 3? You know it's 9. If I say, what's 6 times 6? You know it's 36. If I say to you 13 times 13, wait a second, we didn't learn that one. We learned through repetition, doing over and over and over and over. The teachers drilled us into us so we could just automatically, instantly think about that. And it was ingrained at the unconscious level. This is known as neuroplasticity, okay, which is science based on how we can literally rewire the unconscious through conscious intent. When we think, it emits energy, and it ingrains itself at the unconscious level. When we do it enough times through repetition, like the times table, it sticks. So these are the 5 affirmations. These are the 5 affirmations that you're going to use every day, that if you have these 5 firm beliefs and affirmations, that you cannot fail in this program. And you're going to do this morning and evening. I'll go through them shortly. So first of all, I am. It needs to be positive. I talk about I am in the other mental vitamins programs. If you're not sure about that, I'm not going to go through detail now. I want you to watch those videos first. Whatever follows I am is an identity belief and the most powerful beliefs that you have. If you believe you're overweight, you believe you're a drug addict, you're not going to make changes. So you need to change those beliefs to, I am fit, healthy, I am a strong, independent woman, I am sexy, I am whatever it is. But it needs to be something believable, something you're already doing. So I am a strong, independent woman. What is it that you truly want to be? And if you are that person, you will be living the lifestyle and have the body transformation you want. I am eating healthy and sticking to my training routine every single day, and reading my affirmations every day. I am a strong, confident, and healthy human being. What is the one success belief that if you had, you could not fail in achieving your goals? I believe that it's impossible for me to fail if I never quit. I will never quit, therefore I won't. What is the one fitness goal you have? I will go to the gym 5 times a week. I will stick to my training program every single week. I will exercise at least every 48 hours for the rest of my life. And you're going to write that in there. Your nutrition goal. I will eat 5 portions a day. I will stick to my meal plan. I am eating healthier every day. I am eating my 7 to 9 serves of vegetables a day. I am making time to prepare my food. I am organized with preparing my food and doing my shopping. You're going to write that in there. And the habit. What's the one habit that if you have this habit, you cannot fail? What is the one habit? I will read my affirmations every day. I am reading my affirmations every day. And again, look at it from the context of nutrition and fitness. Is it something to do with smoking and drinking? I do think about my actions before I take them. The food that I eat, the cigarette I put in my mouth, the alcohol I put in my mouth. What is the one habit that if you have, you cannot fail? I constantly think about my beliefs and my values. I live congruently to my values. I subordinate my feelings to my values. What is that one habit that if you have, is it just go to the gym every day? Then what you're going to do is you're going to print this up. Okay, and you're going to put it on your pillow. It's going to live on your pillow. You might think, this is ridiculous. I'm not going to do it. He'll never know. You're right. I won't know if you're doing this or not. But you purchased and invested in this program for a reason. The psychological elements are the key. Okay, now through repetition, like with the times table, we're going to use the same process. We're going to use that neuroplasticity, which is a real science. And every morning and every evening before you go to bed, you're going to read these out loud to yourself, or maybe there's people around you don't want to hear it. You're going to read them over and over again for anywhere from 1 to 3 minutes, at least 5 to 10 times each one. I am a strong, independent woman. I am a strong, independent woman. I am a strong, and you'll go to the next one. Okay. Then in the morning, hopefully you make your bed. Okay. You put it on your pillow when you go to bed that night. Okay. It's on your pillow. Oh, that's right. I've got to remember to do it. And as you do this, what you'll notice that over time is that you'll start to truly believe these, and you'll think about these consciously every single day. Now, I'm not going to go into depth now why this is so powerful and how this works. It's in the other videos. But trust me, if you just did this and nothing else, it will change the way you think forever. You'll be happier and healthier every single day, thinking consciously about your why, what's really important to you. Your family, your loved ones, your friends. That's what's important to you. So there's your mental vitamins exercise. Go through that now. If it takes 2, 3, 4, 5 days, I know it's deep, but trust me, if you go through this, you'll make long-term changes that will last forever.